About 3 months ago, I died in my hardcore world for the second time, and I decided I didn't wanna play hardcore anymore, because what's the point, you just give yourself anxiety that you wouldn't need to have. But after I had played normal for some time, I didn't think so anymore. I would have just gone on with my world after dying. It was only a failed personal challenge after all, but I hadn't set myself that challenge out of nowhere. I had actually been very inspired, mostly by the likes of Looney, to try some challenges again. To have to be careful, to do hardcore. But more on that later. I now knew what the point was, and the point is the challenge. And you best believe I'll take that challenge further than I've ever done before, and I'll certainly do my best to take it further than anyone has ever done before. And it's getting day. On my first day, I started again. This looks amazing. I will do shaders as long as they're viable and I can actually enjoy playing with them, but with the new iris mod this should be possible. And the only thing I've got right now, well actually I've got a lot, I've planned all of this until episode 33 already, although it's probably not gonna play out as planned, but at least I've tried. Anyway, the only thing I've got right now are coordinates where I wanna go to. In which direction do I even have to go? That were my first 2.5 hearts of damage. And I think the easiest way to get food for now, since I'm in a dark oak forest, will be soups. So I'm gonna get a lot of soup material and then go onto the journey to my location. I've now got tons of soup as well as some excess wood, and these are like an enormous amount of turtles. Normally you only see 2 or 3 at once. Anyway, I'm gonna make a boat and boat in this direction. And it's not a long time later, I found this shipwreck. I've got a bit of iron, lapis, some bottles of enchanting, and my first diamond actually, which is pretty nice. And the sun is setting, but here's the catch. Normally, I would have gone straight for a bed in hardcore. But I'm not gonna sleep in this world. Never, ever, ever. And since the location where I built my actual starter base is a few thousand blocks away from here, I will need to stay somewhere in the night. And I think a nice idea that I just had right now would be to live in this shipwreck. I will waste all of my wood to make a bunch of doors and drain this ocean monument with doors. It sounds crazy, but I think it could be a lot of fun. And several minutes later, all of this is drained painfully by doors, and I think it's actually day again. And this might even be what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take structures and repurpose them. But now let's actually get a bit closer to our location. And after that, I traveled for an additional 3 hours. But you won't have to watch that, because you are just gonna get a gorgeous traveling montage. And you've already seen the beautiful location where we ended up. But in the last night I've put all of these villagers in here by stealing their beds and putting them in there. And I don't think I've ever seen this many nitwits. There are like twice as many nitwits than normal guys. But that doesn't really matter for breeding. And we've in some chest got a lot of useful things. Here are all of the things we found on this journey, plus everything that's in my inventory, obviously. We can already make a full enchanter and a lot of stuff that we will need. And now, until the next interesting moment, you may get a little bit of an early game montage. And after a ton of time, I've now played for about 8.5 hours in this world. I've got full diamond armor, very good enchantments, even blast protection, and I've got a lot of things and basically everything I need, I think, for the nether. Because now I need blaze shots to get Eyes of Ender. So I think I'm gonna go and search for a lava pool so that I can make myself an end portal. And this is actually quite completable. I've just completed the portal and realized that I didn't have everything I need because I didn't have anything to light it, but luckily back there in the chest there was a flint and steel. So now we're gonna enter it. Let's see what awaits us on the other side. Nice shader graphics is the first thing, and a biome that's not so nice and a bastion, but I'd rather have a fortress. So I then searched for a fortress for quite some time, but I eventually found one, killed some blazers and made my way back home. And now, after 11 hours of playtime, on half a stack of days without sleeping even once, I've got the best equipment that you can ever have. That's wrong. And I'm gonna go onto the journey to defeat the enderdragon. So I've got everything I will need, and let's see on the dawn of day 33 where the stronghold is. And then I traveled there, obviously. So the stronghold is now entered. I unfortunately lost 4 eyes because I'm bad at locating it, but let's see if I find anything. And after some time I actually did it. I'm here. I think it's fair to say that I'm not gonna build a silverfish farm, so I'm gonna remove the spawner. And it's a 1 eye. Pretty casual. Nice. Now I shouldn't need any Eyes of Ender anymore. And I can enter and kill the dragon. I'm pretty far away there. That's quite lucky though, because then I can build an enormous obsidian farm at some point. But let's not plan too far into the future, but shoot the end crystals. And now I can just chop away on him carefully. Oh, luckily I got slow falling. And a few hits later, the dragon was killed and the game was beaten. And I got the ender dragon. Wait. I don't have the data pack that he should drop the head. I'm gonna throw that away. But I've got a ton of XP now. And now I've successfully beaten the game in my hardcore world again. But this wasn't the scary part of all of this. The scary part lies right there. It's the portal. I'm gonna have to go there and get an elytra, and let's hope I survive that as well. And I found a ship, and I just hope that it's a pretty big city, because it would be quite handy to get 27 shulker boxes. And I'm on the ship. I get my first actual dragon head, and an elytra, and I decided to take the phantom elytra because we're gonna see quite a lot of phantoms in this world if we don't sleep. For now I'm not gonna wear it for safety reasons. And a diamond shovel, that's exactly what I needed. It's the only tool I haven't got. Oh, there's another city back there, so if we don't get enough shells here, then I'm just gonna go there. I, of course, didn't get enough, so I'm gonna go to the next one. And then probably leave if I don't see another one. And here I am now. I've got my first ender chests. I've got a lot of slow falling potions left. 35 shulker shells. I would have wanted 54. But I'm gonna leave for now with my 2 elytras. Wait, where's the second one? I'm such an idiot. I did not grab the second elytra in this ship. So my second elytra is now here. Bit of iron as well. I've got the perfect diamond pick, which I found, better than my actual one. But I can't get all of my shulker shells because I forgot to take rockets with me. So I'm gonna fly back home, get the rockets, come back in another direction, and get the 19 shulker shells that I need for a full ender chest of shulker boxes. And there are the end credits after half a day of playtime. But I'm not gonna show all of them. And I don't have a spawn point. Okay, my plan is now to farm gunpowder here, so that I can fly home. So, I'm now back in the end. I've took my time and some of my levels to enchant feather falling onto my boots, which is nice. My bow is quite low at the moment, but I don't think that should be a big problem. And I've got more than 3 stacks of firework rockets and 3 shields with me. Some of it's in the ender chest, and I think I can just fly off. The only thing I'm very worried about is that I'm gonna forget about my elytra durability. But let's hope that doesn't happen. And after several seconds, can't be much more, it is the first city we found with a ship. And we found 2. At this point I found 4 cities and each of them had a ship. I'm so insanely lucky. And that's the third elytra. And this is, as I hoped, gonna be a pretty short trip. I'm just gonna raid this whole city and then the whole next one, and then I'm gonna go back because I'm most likely gonna have enough shulker shells. Where I was quite unlucky was with getting shulker shells because I didn't get a lot in the other one. And I just saw that this ant city is tiny, so I looted it. I got 15 shulker shells. I would like to have 5 more, so I thought I was gonna have to fly off. But turns out there is yet a 5th ant city in this video, so I'm just gonna fly there. That was maybe a bit silly. I then even managed to find a 5th elytra before making my way back home. So I'm now on the way home. I've got 40 shulker shells. And I'm gonna easily be able to fill my ender chest. And with that, most of the things are already done which were planned for this episode, but it's not over. Because probably the most interesting thing is still left to do. I need to build my Enderman Farm. But why is that interesting, you may ask? Well, because I'm not actually just gonna copy Shulkercraft's design. Well, I'm gonna do functionally, but I am gonna include some safety measures, because one of the 2 times I died in hardcore, it was when I fell into the void. And my plan is to build the safest ender there is. For that, I'm gonna get all the resources that are available in my base right now, and then I'm gonna go onto a trip to find ice, because I need that as well. And then I went to do what I just said, and here's what it looks like when you farm packed ice. Nice. So I'm now on day 48 and I should have all of the resources needed to build this farm, which are all in here. And I'm now gonna go there and build myself down, and I'm gonna use slow falling. And I've got a bit less than an hour of that, so I should be pretty fast. Maybe I can finish it in that time then. So let's try. So I talked about this amazing ender that was supposed to be the safest ever, but I didn't actually show you. So you just saw how you can come there, then you can go down here, the water elevator, and grab a boat on the chest and ride along there, where you can see me on the right. And then there's the ender, where you can kill the enderman. And you are gonna be Finn yelling. Yes, I got him. I actually got him in here. Please just say it works. Yes, this looks good. He's now trapped upon there. I can now build my enchanting area. And now this is all done. I've got a working XP farm. And that's the last thing on my bucket list for today. I might try to hire this by 1 block so that they can't attack me. How you can see they can do now. But other than that, I'm done for today. Thanks for watching. This episode will actually release quite some time after I recorded it. But because of that, I've got lots of time for great things in the next one. Be prepared. Bye for now.